Hello guys. First of all, I want to thank to the Indian dev community, which is always making video tutorials and helping me to grow as a developer. So in retribution to that, today I'm gonna do a tutorial on how to do this component that is a color picker. It's just a custom select. You can see here the label says custom select, and it's a color picker. So you see the placeholder says select a gradient, and you click here, and you have like these gradients, and you can pick any of these, and you also have a scroll bar, and the CSS I will provide for you, like I will upload to GitHub, and you can grab it from there. We will have starter files, and you can follow through the video tutorial to finish the complete component. So I'm gonna also show how to do this animation. You see the arrow has an animation, and also the menu. So I'm gonna show how to do that. Also, you have to know that these styles that I'm going to provide you are fully responsive. So you can see here, this is a cell phone, 320 pixels, and if you see, like here, you click on one, and so it's all covered, so you don't have to worry. Just follow through the tutorial and you'll be okay. So I'm gonna close this window, and we're gonna start from scratch. You see, and this just hello world. It's in Spanish, by the way. Okay, I'm gonna just close this, and we have this. This is just, when you run the first command npx create react app, and you just put this on the app.js. So, and you delete everything else except for the styling that I'm going these styles that I'm gonna give you. And first things, we have to create a folder, components. Okay, so components is going to have a file called color picker picker.js. So color picker.js. Also for this color picker, we need to use icons. So I'm gonna paste these. This is a cheat sheet. So I have here the the font awesome link that is to provide icons. I'm gonna paste it right here. I'm gonna save, and then let me just close this. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna import is React. So we import React, and then we just create the function color picker, and the first thing we want to well, first we have to render something to the screen, so let's first do that. we're going to have a return, and we're gonna have a main, class name is container, and actually I'm gonna create here the color picker dot css. So we want to put these styles, just paste everything, grab everything from here and copy and paste here. Okay, we give a save, and then we give a save. We import the color picker styles. So import let me see, color picker dot css. Okay, so let's save, and also we want to export default color picker, and let's try to import here. So import color picker from color picker from like components, color picker. Okay, let's see if we put here color picker and save, and let me just try to render something. We can actually just delete the app.js at this point, so we can just delete it. Okay, so color picker, let me put some content like hello world, and save, and let's see. So we have, okay, we have this, and the styles are also applying, and okay, so we can start from there. We want to have like a form, you know, a form for the select. So I'm just gonna do form and class name, and then just the class name is form. Then we have a label with the class label, and here we can write like custom select. Let's see how that looks. Let's save. Okay, so we have this. You can see all the styles are already applying, because this is not a tutorial about styling, it's a tutorial about React. So we want to make the functionality happen, and the CSS I will provide, so you can check it out if you want to. Okay, so then we have a div, and that div has Oh, there's a lot of classes here, so a lot of styles. Oh, text. Okay, so this div is going to have an input. So let's say input, and this div has this input has the class text input. And let's put it like so, because we have other properties that we want to put here. For example, the type of this input is gonna be text. This is the input text. Then we have some other things like value and unchanged. For now, we are going to just put the placeholder. Select a gradient. Okay, so we have select a gradient. And we have to create the states for the values and the okay, let's first do all the markup. So let's see how this looks. Save. Okay, so we have that, and after the input we also need a button. With the class text button. Text button, and inside the button we have an icon, and the icon is a font awesome icon with the class, let's say class name, fa chevron down. So this is just the down arrow. Okay, so save. Let's check that. Okay, so actually I want, let me just go to font awesome for a second. Let's go to font awesome. I want the other arrow, so icons, let's go to grab from here. I want arrow down. Let's see if we can find something like this. Okay, so it's fa caret down. Okay, so instead of chevron we have caret, and we save. Let me just, okay, so this is what I was looking for, and let me just close this, and then we actually we close the form, and we have to manage the Well, actually, we need first the list that we want to show for the menu. So that will be like after the form, and we will have a div. Mm, and and here we will have uh, mm, let's just do it like this. Open this and put the div. I'm just I'm using the brackets because we are going to have a state that is going to be is toggled, and this menu will be open if is toggle depending on the state of that variable, right? So is toggle, it will be a boolean, but for now I'm gonna do just the markup. So div and this is class name dropdown container. Drop down container. And then we have another div. Let's say that, and this is class name drop down list container. Okay, and then we finally have the UL, and then the UL also have a class. We have a lot of tiles. Sorry for that, it's like a lot of tiling. So drop down list, drop down list, and then we have we want to have the li elements. Let's put like item 1. I'm gonna hard code it for now, and then we'll do the the array stuff with the map and all the cool stuff. So item 1, 2, 3, and we save, and let's see what we have these. Okay, so and you can see the grid layout is working because we have the like item. It's not like in a in a list vertical list, is actually horizontal, so you can see the styles are working. But still, this is just a markup. So now we want to start doing the the fun part, which is handling the state. So we want to import useState from React. useState, and we are going to handle it with a hook. This is the useState hook, right? So const is, I'm gonna call it is toggled, and then set toggle, and this is just going to be a boolean. So we passed false at the beginning. and we want to have like uh, a function where we set the state, uh, the set toggle. So I'm gonna say const toggling, and I'm gonna pass the e for, because this is a form and we want to do the e prevent default. So I'm gonna do that, e dot prevent default, and that's it. And then we have to set toggle, and instead of setting to true, because that will just open and leave it there, we want to kind of toggle, so open and close. So we are just gonna negate is toggled. So it will be the opposite every time you click on the arrow. So let me just save that. We have a warning: toggling is assigned a value but never used. So that's okay. We want to use toggling actually in this div, so I'm gonna put this down a little bit down here. So we have like class name text, and we want to have an on click here. So on click, click, and we just pass toggling. And then let's just save it here. And then we want to use the isToggle variable. So isToggle, and we show this div. You know, the div, and then with the items, and if not, we just say null. And then we just save this. So let's go here. Let me just refresh it, and we can check. Okay, so it doesn't have the animation yet, but you can see that it's toggling every time I click here. So that's a good place to start. Okay, so we have the toggling. Now we want to be able to select this. So what we could do is create another state variable. Like we can say const, and we can call it selected option. And set selected option, and we are going to use the same hook to set the state. Use state, and we are gonna start passing null, and we can create now let me just say a function, and this time we are going to use it to select an option when we click in one of the items. So I'm gonna call it, let me see, on option clicked or something like that. Clicked. and we are going to need to pass a value. We are going to do these kind of functions like this. Let me just open here, and we are going to console log the selected option. Okay. So this must happen when we select an option. So it should be on the items, on the li items. So let's just try it, like put them here, and we can say on change, and we can just actually at this point, if we are going to use the on change, why don't we start mapping through the I have this array with the labels and the the names of the gradients and that stuff. So let me just copy this, and we can paste that somewhere here. So we have the options array. It has 12 elements, and we can start building the option map. So let's just delete this. So we have the UL, and then we can have the options, and we want to map through that array that we just pasted, and we have to say option, and we want to grab the index as well, and we open then the function, and we want to return an li. So li. So this li must have a key, otherwise it's gonna throw us an error or a warning or something that it will say that each element should have a unique identifier. So we put it like this, and then here we want to use the on change, and we want to call on option click, but remember that we must to provide a value, and in this case the value will be the label of each gradient. So I will say option and dot label. So you can see here we have this option will be this object, and dot label will be this. So option dot label will be this string. Okay, so let's go back here. Then every li has a class name of dropdown list, item. Then let's just pass the option dot label. For now, we have to build a separate component for the gradient for the color item, right? So for now we just pass the option label. Okay, so we save, and we want to check if this goes to the console log that we have here. Okay, so we have to check for that. Okay, so let's open the console. Sorry, let's just remove this, and then console, we have a warning, and if we click here, actually is, let me see what's the problem. So we have on change. We have selected option. Let me just try to set selected option with the value. I think, and save it. Let's just reload to see if I pale blue. Nothing is happening. Okay, why is that? Oh, I think it's, of course, because we didn't set the value to the input. So yeah, we didn't set the value to, so let's just input has a type, and it also should have a value. So we can say the value is either selected option or a string, and we can put whatever we want in that string. In this case, I will put select gradient. And then we also need to handle the on change, but in this case we will have it just an empty function, so it doesn't throw a warning. Oh, sorry. Okay, so save. Let's see now. Reload and click on pale blue. Seems like it's not getting it. Let me just try to set the value, save, and let's see what about now. Still not working. So let's see. Let me just check, guys, because let's see. Let me just check. We have toggling is toggle, option maps, we have value, uh, okay, I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna be back.